Hi friends, you're all welcome back to our math class for today. We'll be looking at word problems in addition. Word problems. Remember in our last lesson in mathematics, we talked about some of the key words that can help us in solving word problems. Now, we are going to practice it using these questions. And please, I want you to watch to the end because the activity I'm going to give you is so amazing. You have to think out of the box for you to be able to know what to do in that activity. Now, let's start with this question on the board. We have number 1. A tailor requires 4 meters of cloth to make a shirt and 5.5 meters of cloth to make a long pant. When we talk of long pants here, we are referring to trousers. Now the question says, find the total length of cloth required to stitch 2 shirts and 1 pant. Remember, one of the key words for addition we say is what? Total. Now they are asking you to add. They are asking you to do what? Add. And we have to write out our statement because it is a word problem. Your examiner will want to know whether you know what you're doing. So this is our solution. Solution, we have, first thing they asked us is, a tailor requires the length of cloth for shirts. Let's write that one. Our L will represent length. L, that's length of cloth for shirt, is how many? 4 meters. We'll have 4m. Right? Let's go to the next one. We'll have length of cloth for the long pant. Length of cloth for pant is 5.5. Sorry. Let's write it this way. 5.5 meters. And they are asking you the total now. Therefore, the total of what are they asking you? Remember, what they gave us is the length of 1 shirt. And the total is going to be for 2 shirts now because they gave us find the total length of cloth required to stitch 2 shirts. First shirt is 4 meters, so 2 shirts will be 4 plus 4, right? So total will now be total of cloth for both the 3 will be 4 plus 4 plus 5.5 all over what? The meters, meters, right? So when you add it together, as when we wrote it here, you can just put your addition there, and then you add it together there. 4 plus 4 is going to give us 8. 8 plus 5 is what? 13. 13.5 is the final answer. So our final answer is 13.5 meters. That is the final answer. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 says, Favor goes to the market and buys groceries for $5,200, stationeries for $650, and had a milkshake. She was so tired. She had a milkshake for $150. How much did she spend altogether? See our keyword altogether. Our keyword is what? Altogether. So we have solution. Remember, we are going to add. Solution for us to write it out. Cost of groceries is how much? 5,200. So let's start. Cost of groceries equals to what? 5,200, right? Stationaries, 650. $650, right? And she had a milkshake, $115. Therefore, how much did she spend altogether? Therefore, altogether equals to this plus this, and we add it together. So we are going to have 0 is here, 5 plus 5 is 10, write to 0, carry 1, 1 is here, 3, 4, 6 is 10 again, carry 1 and put here, which is 6. So we are having $6,000. So therefore, Favor spent $6,000. Therefore, this dots, 3 dots this way is therefore Favor spent $6,000. Hope you enjoyed the class. I want to give you your own activity. See our activity. A company's revenue for the first quarter was $5,650,280. The second quarter saw an increase of $732,865 over the first quarter. The third quarter revenue was the sum of the first 2 quarters. Now the question says, what was the total revenue for all the 3 quarters combined? Remember, it's an addition question, but I want you to reason before you can put it together. Let's see their answers in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.